Hello YouTube, now it's time for another beer review with me, the Master of Hobbits, or Peter, if you will. Now, the beer for this review is, again, a Westmalle beer. It's a Westmalle Tripel. Well, I've had this beer before, and I must say, this is definitely a great triple. I've had this numerous times, actually, but only from bottles. And I don't believe you actually can get this on draft. But, a great triple. Not gonna go into much information about the brewery, since I did that in my last review of the Westmalle Tripel. But the Westmalle Tripel, I've got some info on it from their website. By the way, it's 9.5% alcohol by volume, and it's an Abbey Tripel, of course. I've got some info here from their own website, which is quite rather good, and I actually also found out the name of the the real name of the abbey or the monastery, and it is where was it? You gotta check out here, and it's quite a strange name, quite difficult to pronounce to foreigner, but I'll try. Abbey onze lieve vrouw van het heilig hart. I'm not quite sure if I pronounced it right, but I saw them try to pronounce it according to a German pronunciation, because I know German, but it's sort of translated into Our Holy Madam's Abbey, or Monastery of the Holy Heart. But then they also call it the Abbey of Westmalle. Malle is the town it's brewed in, by the way. But I got the info on the beer, and it's Westmalle Tripel is a clear golden yellow Trappist beer that undergoes a secondary fermentation in the bottle. It is a complex beer with a fruity aroma and a nice nuanced hop scent. It is soft and creamy in the mouth with a bitter touch carried by the fruity aroma. An exceptional beer with a great deal of finesse and elegance, and with a splendid long aftertaste. The Westmalle Tripel is indeed called the mother of all triples. This type of beer was first brewed in Westmalle Abbey in 1934 when the new brewing hall came into use. The current formula has stayed particularly unchanged since 1956, thus more than 50 years. And also the info about bottles is there, I'm not going to read that. And then there's, if you age it in 75 centiliter bottles, the fruity aroma is going to be softer and riper, and the beer should get a light touch of vanilla if you age it in a larger bottle than a smaller. But I don't know if that's true, but you gotta age it to find out. But as I recall, this is a very, very good triple. Probably is not going to be as good as the Cheese's Reserve I had. That was probably the best triple I've ever had, and rated it 100. But we'll try and see. Of course, I'm going to use my Westmalle, try to pronounce it right, Trappist glass. So let's crack the beer open. Yeah, let's just do that, man. Whoa. Look at that. I think that this happens to most Belgian beers, but I was fast here. I can smell the beer from over here. It smells like champagne, but I have no wonder why the beers explode like that out of the bottle. I have no idea. Now this is some kind of a weak pour, but the head on this beer should stay for quite some time. And I'm gonna put pretty high because I want that head. I do love a good head. That is a nice head. And there's about, again, they want you to leave around 1 centimeter of beer in the bottle. And I did. Even though it exploded out, I didn't get too many floaties, as some say, or yeast in the glass, but pretty much a Pilsner, sort of bright yellow color, which is pretty usual in triples. The head looks like it's gonna stay, and I'm quite happy with that. I love a good head on a beer, but it looks quite nice. And well, if you don't hold the beer up to the light, it's more of an orangey, yellowy color, a cross between orange and yellow, but quite of a a darker yellow color if you hold it up to the light, but it looks very, very good. So as you see, I just turned the light on because again in Denmark it gets dark fairly quickly when it's winter. So I turned this, I have an extra light up, so you should get a better lighting, but it looks definitely nice, that beer, as I said before. But let's dig in, check out the aroma. This smells very good. Quite a fruity aroma. Very fruity and yeasty as well. Some of the alcohol is also traceable. That head though doesn't linger. But by the way, this one is actually aged. It's from the gift pack, but it's aged. It's due to be drank this year, so must have been aged because the other one was due to 2012. So this must be an aged Westmalle, and that's quite nice. It's a great beer. Aroma, yeah, fruits, a lot of spices as well. Actually, it smells like it's got a real bite to it. It smells very good, very fruity. Maybe banana. Sort of a banana smell I get. Maybe citrus fruits as well, but smells overall very, very nice. Definitely. But let's just dig in, give this beer a taste. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite triples. Very, very thick, creamy. Very full-bodied, yeah. Quite creamy in texture, which you wouldn't imagine looking at the color. Overall flavor impressions is mostly a bite, very strong bite in the beer. Of maybe the spices, I would think. Yeah, it's definitely spices. Now it's been resting a bit, the taste. Then also a hop presence, quite a big hop presence as well. Have no idea what the IBUs are, but a fairly good hop presence in the beer. And it's also fruity. Again, the banana is also in the flavor. Not much of the citrus I smelled in the aroma, but more of the banana, definitely. This is definitely a good triple. Creamy, as I said, but it's really spicy actually. This is a quite spiced Belgian triple, very well spiced. No problem with that for me. I love that it has quite a lot of a hop presence as well. Yeah, definitely a hop presence as well. This is a well, they call it the mother of all triples. I don't know if you can call it the mother of all triples, since I don't know how triples were when they were invented, since I've never tasted them. But this is definitely a great example on how triples should be compared to the Jesus Reserve from Destruise. This one is not as good. Unfortunately, the Destruise is not a lot better. They're quite close to each other, but I prefer the Destruise. I love that. That was amazing. But this one is very good as well. And rating wise, this is definitely getting like, yeah, 96 I'll give it. This is a very, very good triple. Very drinkable, even though it's 9.5% alcohol. The alcohol, by the way, is very well hidden. There is traces of the alcohol, but not too much. No, not too much. It harmonizes great, but I think a lot of people will confuse the alcohol for the spice in the beer. But whatever. But it's good. Definitely. A 96 from me. Check it out yourself. See if you like it. I think it's great, this beer. The Westmalle Tripel. But you guys, you check it out. See what you like. And cheers. And I'll see you next time.